Hey man, you know what it is that you heard podcast out here, man. You see Joe with the old school with the throwback. I think Joe, is that one of the original shirts right there?
Yeah, I got this, man, probably like 3 years ago, man. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
yeah, so I haven't broke it out in a while. It's been buried.
it's been a
You
minute.
know what I mean? I think I put it
Yeah,
up
man.
when we was looking bad on the field. I was like, man, forget this shirt. So I just put it up, man.
Yeah, I do that shit too. I was like, if there's a shirt that reminds me of a season, I was like, you know what, man, this ain't your show. This ain't your time right now. Maybe next movie. Maybe next movie.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know what it is, man. So you heard podcast. Make sure to leave your comments. You know what I'm saying, down in the YouTube comments. Make sure to leave your reviews on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars on Spotify. We're trying to grow, man. You know what I'm saying, that helps the algorithm and helps us get it climb the chart. We're trying to do some things. All right, Joe, you got anything before we hit this intro?
Let's get it. You already know. Let's work.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben and Joe. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, including hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
No. Let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now. Yeah, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
I mean, what are we talking about, son?
I felt
Keeping it a buck. You heard?
Oh man, I'm always dancing. We always dancing in the background. They don't see that, you know what I'm saying? But that little salsa beat got, you know what I'm saying? My little salsa beat, you know what I'm saying, gets everything
Victor
ready.
Cruz out here. Y'all remember Victor Cruz on the Giants, man? He used to hit him with the
man.
So he had it popping for a minute. Man.
Yeah. Super Bowl champion Victor Cruz, right? I mean, only won a Super Bowl. Like, yeah. Shout out. I think that was the year. Yeah, they beat the Patriots. That saw the season that he had. Hey man, look,
crazy catch.
There's that crazy. There's a lot of things popping off, man. You know, people talking about us, not us, the podcast. You know what I'm saying, but they are talking. Other coaches are giving commentary on us. Now, you sent me the screenshot.
Anonymously.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anonymously. But I'm saying, put your name on it, man. Like, put your name. What? Like, if you're talking about the whole program from the outside, put your name on it. What you think about? What you think about the article?
I feel like they do that all the time, man.
Read it in a second.
Yeah, I feel like they do that all the time, man. Mm-hmm. They get anonymous little quotes from people in the league, you know, ADs, coaches, players. You know, it's whatever. And the comments weren't entirely wrong. You know what I mean? Of course, there's people that are gonna say, want to argue with it or whatever, but and he left out some things. So let's talk about it, man. I got it up. Let's see.
Make sure y'all can see it if y'all haven't seen it on Joe's Twitter. We probably should have put it up on the You Heard, but CB probably retweeted it. You know how he do. Working hard, man.
Yeah, so we can't see that, can we? Can we see that at all?
No, you gotta. Not at all, man. Not.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on your laptop ain't touchscreen?
It is.
There we go. Bam.
That's better.
Well, my blind ass can't see it. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it doesn't particularly look better, but I see it. So basically, an anonymous coach. An anonymous coach. No one can really explain why they looked so bad last season. Talking about Miami, everyone in the league was terrified of them coming out of two-a-days, and then we all saw how horrible they looked the first month. So let's just break down every little piece. So terrified. I think that's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think that's an overstatement.
Terrified of what? What
name?
Piece? were you terrified of?
All right, so we're breaking this down like almost. I think you're terrified of the names that they hired, right? Like, like because all these
Okay, the
names were
staff.
proven
Okay.
last year, right? Like the staff, Kevin Steele, go down the line. We know all the names. 95% of them ain't here no more, right?
Yeah.
We don't really have to rehash that shit. But you see the names like, oh shit, like look, you see what they've done everywhere else. And Miami's always been on the like all they've needed was development and coaches. Now they've got the coaches. So it's that reaction, not knowing that there's also personalities that are a factor in coaching, right? Like a lot of times, like I'll put it to you like this, right? Like I've never been a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like you've helped your son out and all that stuff. But if you listen to a podcast where two hosts don't get along, you're not gonna rock with it, right? Like when shit starts getting petty, it gets weird. It's like, oh man, I think that's the fact that's the thing that didn't see. Like, oh, the podcast is cool. All these names are cool, but you know what I'm saying, they didn't realize that they had to work when they got here. So terrified off name only. What you think?
Yeah, and I think I can agree with that. And terrified of the coaching staff mixed with the talent that was coming back, seemingly. But as if this is a former coach, or if this is a coach that's saying this, the coach should know very well that doesn't always work out. Right, so you have the names, and that doesn't always work out. So, all right, moving forward. Former offensive coordinator Josh Gaddis didn't work out at all. We know that. Not sure if that's on him or Coach Cristobal or both. Doesn't really matter for them. They took a dark horse Heisman quarterback and ruined his game. I think we can agree to that.
Facts. Yeah, there
were factors. You know, the O-line definitely was injury riddled. You know what I mean? But so that's an argument, right? That the O-line was injury riddled. But before the injuries, it didn't look good either. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't.
So there was, a few games before the injuries started to happen.
The Southern Miss game was the biggest eye opener for me.
Yeah,
I was like, what? Why are we like? I forget what the final score ended up being, but it was like close at half. I was like, what is happening? Like this is just physically, right? Like I'm not giving you all the X's and O's and all that shit. Y'all know that's not my game. But just physically, we looked big. That's one of the few teams that we looked bigger than. And they were kind of giving us the business at the line of scrimmage. It just seemed what is said there about about a quarterback TVD. I think you could say that across the board, hesitant, nervous, scared, whatever it is, like just miscommunication across the board with most players. Like just on execution of a single play took work. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, and nothing ever seemed to work.
Right.
Last year.
Right. All right. Yeah. So we can agree with that. Before last season, that kid had it, decisive, quick throws, poise. Then he suddenly couldn't do anything. The idea is that Mario hired names instead of fits. We just touched on that, and we kind of know that. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make sense for a guy who knew the place he was going back to and who's already coached at a high level. So it seems to me. Let's break that down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It seems to me that he's saying Coach Cristobal should have known better, basically. Yeah. Like, what was you doing? You should have known better. My perception. So my thought is, you were coming back to your home, your alma mater, and you wanted to make a splash. You wanted to come back big.
Look who I'm coming with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to come back big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hoping it will work out. But, not knowing what was going to happen, of course, but definitely trying to come back
shoot, man.
That's it. Yeah, definitely.
Shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot. Yeah. All right. So let's break that down. Right? I think what happens a lot with this university this football program that we love, right? We tend to look at it as fans, even or people who work in the program, seem like, oh, we're not too far away. That's what we've that's what we've heard the last X amount of years. But not too far away without depth, right? Like it's always been starters solid. 2017 starters solid. I can't name too many guys behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always, there was never the next guy up. There was a glaring weakness with that next guy up. So I think from a distance, he's like, all right, we're coming 1 year past the 9-3 season as far as Mario, right? Like a 9-3 season with Diaz. I know I'm a better coach than him. I've coached here, I've coached there. I basically built a program at FIU. There's no knock on Diaz, just work experience. This is just resume. I built a program at FIU, went to Oregon, did what I did there. People still got naysayers about Justin Herbert, yada, yada, yada. Won the Pac-12, Rose Bowl, go down the line. And then you're looking at Miami from a distance. Now, if you're obsessive the way Mario's obsessive, right? Like we know that about recruiting. This is my question as just this is not a what is it like this is not in defense of Mario or anything like that. I'm just legitimately asking the question: how much information can you possibly have about another program when you're obsessed on recruiting your program? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much can you really know from the outside, 3,000 miles away, what the actual state of the program is when you're trying to win the championship in the Pac-12?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm asking you, what do you think?
Sure. Nah, every coach is gonna come in blind. You know what I mean? You may know a few players that you have. I know who Tyler Van Dyke is. I know who James Cam Kitchens is. I know who those guys are, but for the most part, you don't know what your roster's made up of. You don't know the construct. You know what I mean? So definitely coming in having to learn your team, having to learn their mindset, their mentality, how they rock. You definitely have to do that. No question.
Yeah.
So,
which is why I think last year there was so many transfer portal guys, right? He was like, I just need anything, but it seemed it wasn't selective hunting. It was like, just come on, man. We got scholarships. What y'all got? Yeah, you might be a little bit faster, you might be a little bit stronger. Come on, man. I just need to raise the floor here, and with the it's crazy.
All right, so who's already coached? All right, this is a good roster, a top half roster in this league for sure. I think it's really interesting that both new coordinators are known for being aggressive with their calls. Okay. I've been saying this. A lot of people around college football have been saying this. It's interesting to me how some fans, some people acknowledge and credit some comments and discredit other comments from knowledgeable people. So This is a coach. There are other coaches. There are commentators. There are people who have been in football for years who say the same thing.
Yes.
But people want to say we didn't have talent. We have talent and have always had enough talent to compete in the coastal division of the ACC. Always.
Without a question.
Always. Without a question. Now, the key word is top half roster in the league, a good roster. Now, depth, quality depth, now that's another issue. That's another issue. We haven't had that. You know what I mean? We haven't had quality depth.
No, we haven't.
No.
Mm-mm.
So when we get injuries, when we get the injury bug, that's when we get in trouble. Like what happened last year. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, it's we've always, you could look at all the numbers, right? Look at all the metrics every year, top 2 or 3 in the ACC every year, draft class, the rankings and all that shit.
Yep.
It's always been vastly underperforming our projections every year. Absolutely. for whatever reason, be it injuries, be it the wrong coach at the right, you know what I'm saying? Whatever other factor, variable shit has to happen for it to go bad, it just does. Right? Even we were 10-0, ranked number 2 in the country. We knew, right? We saw that team. The defense flew around. The offense just kind of made it work, right? And get smacked in the face against Pitt. I remember that. I was like, I was tired of shit. Just had a whole bunch of turkey day after Thanksgiving. I was sleepy, you know what I mean? So get smacked in the face. Smacked in the face in the ACC championship. Get smacked in the face again in the Orange Bowl. Where you're just like, what? How do we go from 10-0 to we can't score more than 20 points? Like, how is this possible? Right. You know what I'm saying? And given 2017 is still our best season of the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. Right? Because 02 was a long time ago. So it's always been that. It's always been that one thing that has to happen for shit to go wrong is happened. And there's never been that get back because the talented depth isn't there. The next guy is gonna be like, yo, man, not on my watch. The next guy's like, oh shit, I gotta play. Like what? I wasn't prepared. Like it almost seems like it was only the 22, and you go back. It was only the 22 that got the development, and the next 22 were like, hey man, I don't know what's gonna happen. Now, this is me. Better. If y'all agree with me, let me know. If y'all disagree with me, let me know. I'm cool with it. I'm good with other people's opinions. But what do you think, man?
Yeah, it was like I know everybody's seen Any Given Sunday when Jamie Foxx had to go in the game. He was on the sideline reading a newspaper, you know what I mean, chilling, like what? Yeah, I gotta go in. Yeah, it was something like that. I mean, let me take this down. I agree, man. I agree. The depth, and we know, listen, come on, man. We all know the quality depth has been lacking for years. Mm-hmm. We know that. Yeah. So and development, players have been underdeveloped. Yeah. Like let's keep it a beam, you know what I mean? So 100%. We know that. Yeah, we know that. But again, we're talking about what happened in 2022. You know what I mean? We're talking about the Coastal. This is a new thing, man. This is a new year. Like I stress that. Let alone forget a new year. Week to week, day to day is different. Yeah. Week to week is different. Team can come out and blow another team out, and then the next week lose to Jacksonville State or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A week matters, man. You know what I mean? Your quarterback could have walked in and found his girl cheating on him with his best friend. And how would that affect the week? You know what I mean? The game could be especially totally different. Teammates. There's too many factors, son. There's too many factors, man.
Yeah, people, you gotta account for the human errors in a lot of this shit, man. It's wild, man. Week to week, that article, he wasn't wrong in a lot of what he said. Nah, he wasn't. I think terrified is overstated. If you're a coach, you're looking at it through a terrified lens because you know the names he hired, right? It wasn't like, wait, who's that? Everybody knew those names, right? Every award winners, you know what I'm saying, national championship coaches, all that shit. Everybody knew those names. So that's where oh shit, was about to happen. And then it didn't because of 2022, just what it is.
Sure.
But now we turn the page, right? And this weekend, we got a big weekend. We got a big June, right? Like this June is bananas.
It begins, son. Yeah.
Yeah. This like we've had shout out to Dalen Russell, shout out to Juan Minaya. Let's go through the names that I've already committed. Juan Minaya, let's I'm saying shout out to
listen. What? Say his name right. Yo, you don't have to put
Juan Minaya. No,
you didn't say it like that. You didn't say it like that.
Juan Minaya.
Say it regular, man. It's Juan Minaya, man. Juan Minaya.
It's Juan. No, you gotta get the little extra Juan. Yeah, you do. Yes. Juan Minaya. Oye, Juan, gracias. Bienvenido a Miami, Babo. Bienvenido.
Big Juan.
All right, man. So we got Juan Minaya. Big Juan. Big Juan. Juan Minaya, Dalen Russell, Isaiah Thomas, then just go down the line. Anderson, the number one kicker in the country that I can't remember your name, sorry, but I look forward to you making all the field goals in the world. This weekend, big, huh? What'd you say?
The Luna brothers.
I know, but they're coming in. They're the part of the 23 class. They're already
coming in. You mean 24? My bad. Yeah, you mean 24. Okay.
Yeah, 24 commits. This weekend is the big game hunting starts. You see the graphics that the coaches have put out. You know what I'm saying? You run through the names, Joe. Let them know who's coming. Because we thought it started next weekend. Like, because we just keep looking. It
starts this weekend, buddy.
Starts this weekend, man. Let them know these names, Joe, that are coming to visit you.
They starting to flock in on Friday, man. Mr. Hawkins, Tank Hawkins, man. IMG receiver. You know, a small guy. I think he's 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
Yeah,
but ridiculous with the ball in his hand. Ridiculous. You know what I mean? We got Mr. Big Camarion Franklin. You know what I mean? Out of Mississippi. Big boy. You know what I mean? Definitely another game changer along that defensive line that we need. A linebacker, man, Keyshawn Flowers out of Maryland. Yes,
sir.
You know, a beast. We're gonna break down
DMV.
his film. We're gonna break down his film. That area is very underrated, I think, man. The DMV.
Yeah, that's where we got Caleb Spencer, right? Because Caleb Spencer was from our safety was from the DMV. From the DMV, yeah.
Dylan Stewart.
DC Maryland
is from the DMV.
Yeah, DC, Maryland, Virginia. If y'all don't know, but you should know.
Come on tackle now. Mike Williams is from the area as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
Yeah,
that's big. That's big.
Draylon Miller, a receiver from Texas. You know what I mean? Very explosive young man. And we got James Nestor from my neck of the woods, Huff High School in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Alias, you know. Yeah. So I'm gonna definitely check him out. I'm gonna check him out live. Let y'all know what the real deal is. I'm not pulling no punches. I'm checking him out live.
No, keeping it a buck.
I know what's going on. Yeah. So that's what's going on. And that's something, you know, we setting it off, but these are big names. You know what I mean? These are big names. They got all guys that can help. Tank Hawkins fits in the slot in this offense. It's about fit.
Perfectly.
Right? You're recruiting for fit. And he fits.
Yep. Yeah. And you keep that IMG to the U pipeline going. And there's a bunch of guys at IMG, man. You know the names, man. You see the D line, you see the running, you know.
Absolutely.
There's a good 4 to 5. Look, before what I just thought about this as you were starting to break it down and looking ahead to the rest of June, and we'll talk about next week on Sunday with our guy Zuby, man. What is a good number for you as far as D line? Like, you don't have to say names. Like, let's say we're doing 20 recruits, 20 commits, and 10 transfers, because I don't think there's any. There's no cap this year on how many you could take, but you know what I'm saying, our numbers got to be our numbers. Let's say 20 out of the 20, how many of those players would you want being D line? You don't have to go names. Just saying like a number.
So in the 24 class.
Yeah, in the 24 class.
All right, so I need at least 4 D tackles, man. At least 4 D tackles. Yeah. Because we're losing what, 4?
Yeah.
3, 4?
Liechtenstein's gone. Liechtenstein's gone.
Leonard Taylor potentially.
LT's gone. Leonard Taylor and JHH is
gone.
Yeah. And if you want to count him, Mezzador, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I need at least 4 D tackles. And I would like two. I would take 2-3 edges or ends or whatever. You know what I mean? So at least 7. Yeah. I'm cool with 8 of the 20.
Yeah.
Because you have to, the D line, you have to have the quality depth along the D line because the D line is not playing the whole game. You got to have rotational.
You got to rotate.
You got to have rotation. So you need a good, good depth.
Yeah. And you can't see drop off in performance when you're rotating them, and it can't be like, it's the clear backups. No, can't have that. It's got to be like, everybody gonna eat. Yeah, I'm with you 7 or 8. I'm with you on the 4D tackles. I'd be good with 5. I'd be good with like a 5 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Just because we've had like, how far back do we have to go to pick out a solid D tackle that we've had? Like consistent. How far back? I'm trying to. I mean,
Gerald Willis, Kendrick Norton. Kendrick Norton was a problem in there.
Kendrick Norton was good. Kendrick Norton
was a problem.
Yeah, good size. But again, like I'm saying, to that level, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking like Kendrick Norton was good, but like I'm talking first 2 rounds good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get him. Like that's the level that we need to get back at. Big week this week. Tank, I think, will fit in this scheme perfectly. And there's that part where, like, we talked about it last week with CB, right, on Sunday, is like you got to start getting names to draw other names. You know what I'm saying? Like Chance Robinson is one that we got, but it's like he seems like a more quiet dude. We met him. He's like a more quiet young man, reserved, just goes about his work. We don't know what the behind the scenes is, but we need to name somebody public, man. Somebody to be not for us, but to be like, oh shit, they got him. I really got to go check out Miami then. Like I got, you know what I'm saying? Like the coaching can do the work, but once we got Francis, you saw how the rest of the ball got rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can kind of do the work, but then you get a Francis on July 4th. It was like, oh shit, what's going on in Miami? Then you lock down all of ING.
I feel like that could happen the following week.
Yeah,
I feel like June 9th
so hard not to look ahead.
Is a weekend where something could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
June 9th, June 23rd weekend is bonkers. Man, y'all if you got some time, man, just look at the list of OVs coming. And we got, I sent you the graphic. We got another is that enough of Mr. Jeremiah Smith coming?
Listen, I'm not. I don't want to. I know. I don't want to even talk about it.
This isn't a gassing situation, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking.
This is
okay. Here we go with the disclaimer.
I don't know, man.
You don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. I think
okay.
That young man genuinely loves Miami. I think he genuinely loves Miami. I think he genuinely respects Coach Kevin Beard.
With 100%.
I think he genuinely respects Coach Cristobal. So I think that's the basis for the visit. You know what I mean? I want to chill with some of my peoples is going to be there. I like Coach Beard. I like Coach Cristobal. I want to hear what they have to say. But it's 100% going to come down to what happens on the field. 100%.
100%. 100%. One, I am not. Look, I was just bringing it up the fact that he's also in the June, you know what I'm saying, recruiting time, you know what I'm saying, with the OVs. June is a crazy month. You know what I'm saying? This is when everybody's taking their OVs before fall practice starts. You know what I'm saying? And the workouts start in July and all that stuff gets together. So it's a lot harder to track the time to do it during their summer break. But to have these names visit is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing to have these many 5 stars on campus all at the same time, 4 stars on campus for those of you that like the stars. But the level of recruiting is definitely taking a step up where like you're going big game hunting and there's going to be some misses, right? You're not going to get everybody, but you keep shoot, man. That's shoot.
If you win 9 games and a bowl game, or if you win 10 games, you're going to get everybody. You're going to get the majority.
You're going to have to turn people away.
The majority of the people. Definitely.
They're like, that's when you're gonna have to be like, hey man, look, I really appreciate your commitment, but we had to, you know what I'm saying, we had to take that spot for somebody else.
We had to pivot, son. We had to pivot.
Yeah, we had to pivot. We'll you know what I'm saying, we'll root for you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much for your early commit. But hey, it's college football, it's business. That's nine in the bowl game. 9 in a bowl game win, and
a good looking 9. Like we're averaging 38 points a game, man, and you know we looking good on defense, man, and you know oh man,
and looking accountable, just like looking accountable, just like the same. I don't want to see the same mistakes. I want to see mistakes being corrected. I don't want to see multiple 75-yard bombs in one game and then being like, oh, was that? And then the coach being like, well, it was actually one bomb and it was just a couple of missed tackles, which is why that happened. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see excuses from an 85-year-old defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that shit. I know Coach Guidry ain't that guy. So, Coach, oh man, man, this is already started, man. It's nice to have this month though, because then we're not that far from the season. Right, this month we got all this recruits and all these guys to watch the tape on and talk about on the show, and then before you know it, fall. You know what I'm saying? Fall practice starts, and it's the you know what I'm saying? The game is around the season. I saw you posted. You already gonna look at your A&M tickets and your Airbnb, huh, fam? Getting that ready?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got the game is at 3:30. That's perfect. That's a perfect time to me.
That's perfect time. I mean? Perfect time.
That's perfect time. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, it's perfect time.
You know what I mean? Nice little tailgate time. Get there around, you know me. I get there around 2, maybe 1:30. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we don't drink like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be blazing. It's gonna be blazing. It's gonna be hot. Yeah.
Definitely a white shirt
situation. After the victory, we get to celebrate, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's gonna be cool, man, because like look, for spring game, it was cool, right? Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still shocking to me that people recognize and want to say what's up and all that stuff. Like, for the game, like we're gonna have a few more subscribers. I might have to wear this hat that Chalupa said when we hit 1K. I'm gonna try to put on that hat. We know
put it up on top.
It's gonna be a yeah, I'm gonna just put it on top of the hat, man. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do it like that. But I will do that. Shout out to CB man calling it out, and I will do it. At 1,000 subscribers, I'll put on the Kingswear hat, man. So you know we're gonna have to stop at Kingswear that Friday. You know what I'm saying? Stop by Kingswear that Friday, chop it up.
It's gonna be
packed. Chop it up with Brett and Jeff, man. And yeah, man, at the new store that's you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be ready by in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? We'll discuss that with Brett and Jeff when we have them on the show. But yeah, man, June starts. The names are big. The hunting is big, and just be ready, man, because now the real recruiting season starts. Like the pub, you know what I'm saying? Like the real shit, like the visits. This is when it gets real. Before just graphics and tweets. Now young men are gonna change their you know what I'm saying, drop a commitment, they'll decommit, they'll recommit to another school. Like now it gets crazy. And it's gonna be a lot of big names. Joe, I want your thoughts on this. And I know we talked about it. A lot of the bigger names, I think, are going to wait, right? The ones that we're after. They're not gonna. I don't foresee them committing to another school until they see the product on the field. If the product on the field is sus, then you might start seeing some Hayes Fawcett graphics. But if it's not, and they start turning the corner, you're gonna see a lot of almost day ups. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Always said that, man. And you know, recruiting is an art. Recruiting, college football is a results-based business. You can't hold off too long. You can't use the "we're coming" or "we're building" for too long.
Yeah.
When recruits can look at other programs and be like, well,
they're already here.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
I only have 2-3 years, man. I don't have time for building. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool to help you paint. You know what I'm saying? But if I got to do the whole foundation, like I don't know if that's something I want to do. And look, that's their, you know what I'm saying, that's their decision. I give it to them and they right.
Their prerogative, man. They can do that.
That's their prerogative.
Yes,
all right, man. Let's get into this. Anything else you want to say about the first weekend in June recruits, or you want to drop this Caneswear ad? You see it, man. Let's get it.
Welcome to Caneswear. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has all latest merchandise for the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Inter Miami Soccer, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of I-595, or online at Caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. Caneswear is the family. For thousands.
I'm seeing there's supposed to be a little storm coming through, a tropical storm coming through Florida soon, man.
That's just a couple. You know what I'm saying? I don't get worried till there's a category 4. We keep.
You good? You good? You okay? With
yeah. Nah, I'm good with
it. I be looking at it more for the recruits. You know what I mean? Because if it's raining and storming outside, you really don't get to do nothing.
That's facts. But then, what is it this weekend that is going to be bad, or next weekend?
It looks like it. June 9th, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll figure it out. There isn't that many. I mean, look, you got Big Cam, Mississippi. You've had storms up there. If you kind of know, you're good with it. But if it's like a surprise coming from a place that doesn't get hurricanes, it might be a problem because it could get a little scary or dicey for those coming out, man. But if you're from like a Florida kid, you're like, all right, man, I don't get worried till there's a category 2 or 3. If I don't got to put shutters up, that ain't that big of a problem. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Hey, man, shout out to Brett and Jeff, man, the family, man. They've been supporting us for so many episodes, so many subscribers, man. We rock with them, man. That's our people over there, man. Let them know about that family atmosphere at Caneswear, Joe.
Yes, sir. Always family, man. Anytime I go in there, me, my family, my peoples, and it's always love, man. So salute to Jeff and Brett all the time, man. They look out for me. And yes, Caneswear's the family, baby. Can't wait to get down there.
Yeah, man. We'll be there soon, man. We'll be there soon. Hey, man, look, I told y'all, you leave reviews on Apple Podcasts, and we see them. We're going to read them on the show, man. So shout out to Kane Conch, you know what I'm saying, on on Apple Podcasts. Hey guys, just wanted to say I thoroughly enjoyed your podcast the other day. You guys do an excellent job covering the Canes. I was listening to Dono and his podcast, and he referenced your show. I checked it out and absolutely loved it. And you guys are excellent. Keep up the great work. Hey man, appreciate that, Canes Conch.
Yeah.
Hit us up on Twitter, man. At You Heard Pod. Send us your email as long as you have a Caneswear account, and Brett and Jeff will set you up, man. You got a $10 gift card. You're our winner for today's pod, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully, still listening to the show. You know, we keep it fun and light over here, man. We roast people about water. You know what I'm saying? Like we just have a good time, man. Just talking some Canes, man. So salute to you, man. Thank you so much. Angel Kane, next time I got you, man. I saw all the water comments. You just won. Leave some chips for other people, man.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes,
put the comments, we give it, but that's, you know what I'm saying? Leave the chips for other people for this one, man. So shout out to Kane's Conch.
Yeah, so my wife told me I need to stop calling you Propane Ben, man. You know what I mean? She said that. You know what I mean? I need to chill with that. So, you know, I guess I'm gonna call you Benny Charcoal now. You know what I mean? Benny Charcoal. Benny Charcoal now. So.
Oh man. You know
Benny
what
Charcoal is the building.
Bushy Top Ben, Benny Charcoal. Nah, man, the nicknames work, man. Nah, Propane Ben is real though. Like it was real. That's a factual shit.
That's what I'm trying to let her know.
Like,
said, that's me.
Man,
that was Propane Ben. All right, man.
Nah, but that was real. Never going back to propane. That's facts, bro. Shout out to the fact that I'm about to go buy another grill already. Because I got it was like a little smaller, you know what I'm saying, Walmart grill, little $80 one. I was like, nah, I need some real shit. I need the Weber. Like I need the Weber and get right and then just be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, look, we haven't done one in a minute, man. It's been a minute since we've had an unforgettable Kane, and we chopped it up before. I was like, yo, we gotta go with one of our guys, man. Roscoe Parrish, numero uno. You know, kill you. It was surprising to read the stats because I always thought he had so much. Not it sounds negative, but I always thought he did so much more because he always showed out every game he was in. Roscoe was that guy. Also, he was here for 3 years, and he played 2 years in the Big East and was part of the first C. So if y'all watching, man, Joe's pulling up. If y'all listening, Joe's pulling up the video. But the highlights, man, show y'all some work.
Let's get it.
Show y'all the work, man.
Right, he said, 4.28 in the 40. He is just about unguardable. Speed kills.
Speed kills. You heard it.
Mm-hmm.
You heard him.
Hey, Joe, kill the music, man. We ain't trying to get copyright stricken.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, numero uno.
We was talking about uniforms, man. What you like them uniforms?
You know, I'm good with them. I'm good with the stripes. I rock with them. What do you think about those? That's actually very. You didn't like it?
They look like cheesy to me, man. I don't know.
Also, you got to remember, Joe. This is standard definition. Like we're not there. Like that's not the pop of color that it probably had. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about the color. I'm really talking about the design. It just looks. I don't know, man. It looks like something you can make on NCAA 14 or something.
So what's your favorite uniform? And again, not the alternate. As we look at these highlights of Ken Dorsey, look,
throwing ducks.
Man, I don't even know how he completed that pass. If I'm being honest with you. Oh, it's a punt return. All right, what's this? FIU? It's got to be FIU. It's got to be FIU out there. Got him.
Switch the ball. You see, I switched the ball.
Yeah. Man,
it wasn't Devin Hester. It wasn't no Devin Hester, but you know.
No. Devin Hester's the greatest to ever do it with that.
Yeah.
I was like, he hit you. He shook him out the screen, yep.
Yeah.
What is your favorite standard, right? Like the greens and the oranges. What is your favorite one as far as the uniforms? Not the alternates, not the smokes, not the, you know what I'm saying, not the special ones, not the blacks, not like that. I'm talking straight.
I mean, I feel like
ones. Which ones have been your
the most recent Adidas joints? I like I think they're the cleanest, and
yeah.
Yeah, I think the most recent one. I like the because I'm looking at like my son's green jersey, and it just looks clean. Like the orange looks good. Yeah, it just looks clean.
You saw the poll. You saw the poll. Everybody, it was almost overwhelmingly go back to Nike.
Yeah.
When CB put. I don't like. It has to be branding, right? It just has to be like, because I had like, I have to be like, well, I have, look, and if I'm wrong, y'all tell me, man. It's like people are like, I have so many Nikes that match with the fit. I don't want to cross brand. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it doesn't. I got both, so it doesn't. I'm good with either one. But Adidas just they have work to do. But you said on the last show, man, like we have work to do. Like I'm only gonna give you the same energy you give me. You can't be out here 5 and 7 and talking about, yo, let me get some fire ass uniforms. I know, let me get a fire ass season. Like the fuck, like you can't get 100% when you're giving me 30. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck.
Yeah,
man, this guy was crazy. All right, man, let's run through some of the stats.
Let's get this last one.
Freshman year for Roscoe.
Let's see. Where's he going?
Last punt return. Gone.
He stepped out.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, he stepped out. Yeah. All right, man. Stats for Roscoe Parrish, man. Like I said, 2 years in the Big East, one in the ACC. Came to the U in 2002. So right after the greatest college football team of all time. As a freshman, he had 19 receptions. That's crazy. He played as a freshman. That 2002, you know what I'm saying, wasn't a slouch of a team either. So 19 receptions, 340 yards, 18 yards per reception. 2003, played in all 11 games, 24 receptions. So he upticked it, 322 yards, 13 yards per. And then 2004, he only played 3 seasons at the U in his first year in the ACC. 43 receptions, so stepped it up. 693 receiving yards, 16 yards per reception. So he was a deep threat guy. He had 12 touchdowns total in Miami, 2 and 8, 2 freshmen, 2 sophomore, 8 senior year. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Roscoe Parrish, man. Yeah. Unforgettable Kane, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Unforgettable Kane, man. That was the guy right there, man. Roscoe Parrish was. Damn, when was the last time we had a good punt returner? I have so many questions.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, man. All right, so Sunday we gonna break down. No, we're not breaking down Bethune. We going to the next. No,
we skipping right over that. Yeah. I'm drawing a blank. Drawing a 100% blank. This is how you know this pot is real as fuck. I have no idea. It has to be like, I think that might be the Temple game. I think that's Temple.
It is. In Philly.
Before ACC. Yeah. You going to that one?
I might. I got family up there, man. I might.
Yeah, I might see what's popping with Philly. Also, what's popping with work and see if I could swing it. I'm trying to do one road game and one road, maybe
that's
2
Chapel
road
Hill,
games.
Son. That's Chapel Hill.
Yeah, 2 road games for sure, and maybe 2 home games this year. Let's see what's popping, man. You know what I'm saying? A&M's the one, and then that Clemson game is kind of calling me for the other home game.
See that. Might gotta see that, man.
Yeah, might have to. That might
depends on how the year is going. Depends on how the year is going.
Yeah.
How the season is looking, because Clemson is not until October 21st.
Yeah. right at end of that month. You know what I'm saying? Taking 2-week vacation. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a guest host for those 2 weeks, or obviously just CB. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's taking a much deserved vacation.
I'm rolling dolo, son. I'm rolling dolo, son.
You gonna hold it down on yourself?
I roll dolo from state to state. Rolling dolo.
Nah, CB gonna talk, man. Hey, man.
Nah,
what else we got?
Ain't nothing, man. My laptop about to die, man. So we out of here.
All right, so we up out of here, man. Can't have him go dark. Hey, man. Shout out to the fact that he just doesn't plug it in. Thanks for the just fuck it. Just
I don't have a joint. I don't have a plug.
This
man.
battery gonna make it or it's not. Hey, man, we out of here, man. It's that You Heard podcast, man. Before Joe's laptop dies. All right, man. We out. Peace.